What is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the NZXT H210 Mini ITX case. I'm going to be using this case for an upcoming build I have planned next week and wanted to do a short review on it. Even though this is one of the bigger Mini ITX cases, it still has a lot of features to offer, so definitely excited to check it out. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so here it is out of the box. The case I have is the all-black version, but NZXT does offer a variety of choices. The case weighs in at 5.9 kilos, and it is 21 centimeters wide, 34.9 centimeters tall, and 37.2 centimeters deep. On the top here we have the front panel ports, which include a headphone/microphone combo jack, a Type-C port, a USB 3.1 port, and the power button, which lights up white. To take off the side panel, you just need to remove this thumb screw, which also stays on the side panel so it doesn't get lost, and then push back on this purple tab to open it up. The tempered glass is quite heavy and feels very durable. To put it back, place the bottom in first and then push the top to close it. The back panel requires 2 thumb screws and opens up in a door-like fashion. Once it is off, you will see the front panel cables, which include USB 3, the Type-C connector, speaker plug, as well as the front panel connectors, which are all into one plug. And that's very cool since it will make plugging into the motherboard a lot easier. Also from the back, you get access to the accessory box. Inside here is the manual and a bag. Inside the bag are some zip ties, a standoff screw, an extension cable used for the front panel ports, or if your motherboard has a different layout, a 3.5mm audio splitter for the audio port, and a GPU riser stand, as well as all the necessary screws. To take the front panel off, you have to pull from the bottom opening. It definitely does require some elbow grease, but lift it on a slight angle and it will come off. Once open, you get access to the front dust filter and mounting bracket. This comes off with 4 thumb screws. To remove the dust filter, you have to push in on these tabs, once on the bottom and once on the top. Here you can mount 2 140mm fans, and on these ones you can mount 2 120mm fans. Radiator installation would also go here. There are 2 pre-mounted fans included, one on the top and one on the backside, both 120mm. This case supports both SFX and regular sized power supplies. Once you remove the 4 screws on the back, you can remove this adapter. To remove the dust filter, slightly lift up the case, then push down and back. Once you're done cleaning it, simply match it up and slide the filter back into place. For GPU mounting, just remove this metal plate. Then you have access to the thumb screws for the installation. On the topic of graphics cards, this case does include the handy support bracket in case your GPU does sag, which I'm sure nobody likes. It's straightforward to install. Just match these pins on the bottom to one of the holes where the graphics card would need support, and then push it into place. On the side, you also get a spot to install an SSD. The way to install it is really easy. Just pull the bracket back and lift it out, then install the SSD. Once complete, just place it back to the case, bottom first, and then you're all done. The cable will also be routed through this opening here, so it's going to give it a nice clean look. This is the cable bar. It's used to route cables and also there for aesthetic purposes. I've seen you can also install a reservoir on it as well. However, if you want to remove it, it is possible. Simply take out these 3 screws, push it inwards and then out, and the bracket comes off. On the back are the remaining 2 SSD mounting points. This bracket comes off, of course, with the 1 thumb screw. Once the SSDs are in place, just mount the bracket back, and you're all set. I really like some of the attention spent on cable routing, like on the top here, and also on the plastic organizer, which uses a Velcro tie to keep it in place. Curious to see how handy this will come in person. There aren't too many cable tie points, but from what is offered, I think it should be good enough. Also here at the bottom, you can install a hard drive. Just make sure you have enough clearance if you do install a radiator, or you can even install another SSD for 4 total. And on the bottom here, we have the 4 rubber feet, which actually have a good grip. Clearance for the GPU is 325mm and 44mm for the thickness. For the CPU, 165mm. For the power supply, 311mm. I wanted to do a size comparison of it next to my personal case, which is the Lee TU150. As you'll see, the H210 is definitely boxier and overall more bulky. One reason the Lee is more compact is thanks to only supporting a smaller SFX PSU, but the NZXT case is more flexible overall. And here's the final look with all the case opened up. Alright, so there it is, the NZXT H210. So far, I really like it. No major complaints. You can tell it's really high quality. It feels very solid. There's a lot of great features. I love the fact that it has a Type-C port, and it's very well designed. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like this case overall? Are you a fan of NZXT? And yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you on the next video.